What's up guys, this is the Guitar Gent coming at you with a brand new reaction video, and once more we're going to take a look at Love Bites. Now, again, I was going to react to Swan Song, which is by far the biggest request, including also the piano intro, the Chopin Etude. You guys know that I have mentioned that I love classical music, and many of you recommended me to check the whole thing, like together the intro plus the song. But I've also just realized, and some of you pointed out in the comments, that they have just released a new song and a brand new music video. So we're going to react to that right now, but I'm not excluding that you might see more Love Bites coming this week. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Anyway guys, the song is called Glory to the World. I seem to understand it's a mini album, so I guess there is an EP coming out on March 10th. Very interesting, absolutely. So yeah guys, without further ado, let's see what they have in store for us this time. The latest brand new song was Winds of Transylvania, was mind-blowing, very trashy. Let's see if they're going to follow that musical direction. Love Bites, Glory to the World. Let's go. Already getting those medieval, atmospheric vibes. So epic, so epic. Whoa, that shot is gorgeous. Interesting, there are some keys or some synths. The song is almost 7 minutes, which you know what it means saying, guys. Guitar solos. Oh! So nice. Oh! This is a quintessential power metal riff. It also reprised the melody from the intro, which is fantastic. So epic. Oh, those guitars are already going off. Oh, so nice. The guitars are basically following the vocal line, but slightly after that, so it's kind of like they're echoing the voice. It's fantastic. Oh! The pipes on this girl. She can sing. Oh! I don't think I even need to point that out anymore, guys. It's just technically wise. Even the bass was going after, like, following the same riff as the guitars. Fantastic. Is it just me, or this guy looks like Orlando Bloom? This section is so uplifting. Of course, on a major key, it's so uplifting and epic. And here again, the guitar is echoing the vocals. Jesus Christ. Loving the snare feels. Reminds me of Metallica. Let's go. That tapping is so clean. Jesus Christ. Oh, lovely change, modulation. It's just such a feel-good song, guys. Makes me happy. Lovely. Oh my god. This section sounds a bit like a Marvel movie soundtrack, but power metal. Guys. Not really sure what that was about, but in fairness, I didn't pay that much attention to the music video. One word to describe this song, first thing that comes to mind is blissful. It's so rich, it's so uplifting, it's such a good song, guys, such a good song. Now, before I get into some, let's say, deeper analysis, as always, a bit more on the guitar and stuff like that, I do want to point out the rhythmic section, because sometimes I do forget to mention it, and it's something that I do notice though while I'm listening to the song. So the rhythmic section in this song was so tight. Now, a couple of points that I've pointed out during the reaction as well were, of course, the drumming was fantastic, especially, as I said, those drum fills. I really like that. It's something that I always tend to gravitate towards when I'm playing the drums. For those of you who don't know, I'm not a drummer by any means, but I have a drum kit behind me, and I've picked it up more or less in the last year. It's something I do tend to gravitate towards because that's the sound that I love the most. Basically, I like listening to Metallica, relatively speaking, to Dream Theater and those kinds of bands, Mastodon, where the drum fills are so crucial. So whenever I hear that, it's something that really resonates with me, and in this song was just great, especially in those breakdowns. It works so well to have the snare fills with the chunky guitar, palm muted guitar. And for those of you, of course, who don't necessarily know the guitar jargon, palm muted means that you basically stop just the tiniest amount the string, so it creates a very chunky sound. It's like tun 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 tun. instead of just letting the string vibrate. Of course, it's easier to demonstrate it with a guitar, but I hope that more or less gave you an idea. Now, guitar performances, again, there isn't really much to say. It's fantastic. Again, here both the tapping but also the harmonizing, and especially the harmonizing, it works so well. And one might think that, okay, it's a studio recording. I mean, in the studio you can make things sound amazing, but as I've seen and as you guys suggested me to react to, if you look at these girls play live, they do that flawlessly live as well, which is fantastic. It's something that you really don't see that often, to be honest. It's another level of playing. It's really only the great bands can achieve something like this, I think, and the great technical players can achieve something like this. And I was extremely happy to hear the bass a bit more as well. Maybe it was also a bit different production wise, because of course throughout most of the song the bass was following the drums, which again worked in the sense of the rhythmic section, as I said, was extremely tight and it was fantastic. So it really managed to support the guitars and the vocal lines. But there were also a couple of runs and a couple of riffs in which the bass player just followed what the guitar player was playing, and that's not always easy, especially if the riffs are like those very fast ascending riffs. It's just not that easy. So I'm very happy to see that shining a bit more as well. Lovely, really lovely. Vocal performance, I guess it's the same point that I made about the guitar playing. It's phenomenal. And again, if you watch her perform live, she can actually hit those notes and she can hold them. It's phenomenal. Again, it's wow, honestly impressive. The song overall, as I said, was to get back to that, it was blissful. I mean, it was there were some very interesting modulations, there were some very interesting changes songwriting wise, which I seem to understand is something that LOVEBITES tend to do a bit more than the other bands that I've seen. It's something that always brings me back to Bruce Springsteen. I know that it's a very different genre and everything, but it's something that Bruce Springsteen, especially in the 70s, used to do a lot. If you listen to Born to Run, the record in general, but specifically the song, even Thunder Road, Jungle Land, he basically sometimes he goes for some modulations in which basically he brings, like, he keeps the same melody line, but he just transpose that to maybe, let's say, one step up. So maybe, I don't know, the whole song is in E and he brings that to F or to G, depending on wherever you want to go, and that really pushes the song forward. Like, it makes that grow in a fantastic way. And that's something that I've seen LOVEBITES do in at least 3 of the 4 songs that I've reacted to, which is really impressive, and that's something that always works for me. And it works very well with the epic vibe and the epic mood that they're going after, and that brilliant power metal sound as well. This was a bit more on the power metal side of things than on the thrash side of things, but I'm not complaining, really. This was a fantastic power metal song. I'm very curious now to learn a bit more about this EP, mini album. I don't know how should I call this, Glory to the World. If you already have some information about these guys, let me know. I'm extremely curious, because really, a mini album, I'm assuming it's an EP, but maybe it's a regular album. I have no idea. I wonder how many songs are going to be in there, but definitely looking forward to that release. I guess it's the first new release that I'll be looking after, like, anticipating for as a new LOVEBITES. I can't call myself a fan yet, because again, I've listened to 4 songs by the band, but I'm let's say that I'm on the right track to become just that. Guys, as always, I do want to thank you for watching and for taking the time of your day. I hope you can find my reactions insightful and I can add some interesting layers to the music that you already love, of course, or in this case, that we can discover together something new that has been released. Leave me your recommendations. As always, let me know what you think about the song. Your comments are always so insightful and allow me to learn a lot about the band and the thought that went into the songwriting and everything is just fantastic. I love that, really. Thanks again for tuning in and watching. Hopefully I'll see you soon, very soon, I think, with the next one. As I said, probably expect some more Love Bites coming this week. Thanks again, guys. Hope I'll see you soon. Have a good one.